Like I said in our second session, his walk was like near perfect.
Yeah,
like he's walking lovely. But like I said to you, today is less about you guys, and really his fundamental obviously issue is he is really almost bullyish with other dogs. And we've got to find out where's it coming from. Why is he doing it? So it's going to be about him getting him, mixing in with other dogs and seeing, is it big ones, small ones, neutered, unneutered, males, females, what's his triggers, what's his drive behind it? Is it just he doesn't know what to do and hasn't been exposed enough?
I think it's that.
So yeah, we'll get him in and we'll see how we get on. But if I take the muzzle from you, thank you, darling, and I will take him. So what we'll do, we're going to take him through that door there, and if you can, where that stump is, you'll be able to watch through there.
On the stump,
Yep. Perfect. Ralph here, I think he's a Lakeland Terrier. He's beautiful, but he has such a high drive. Realistically, he's kind of made for the farm. He's made for what he's bred to do. He's made to be ratting on a farm for 4 or 5 hours a day. His energy levels, I've actually never seen a dog with such high energy levels. So what we've done, I actually took him out on the bike previously to drain some of his energy. We've got some of our dogs here today, as some of our best dogs that we've got in, and we're going to see what he's like with dogs, because his fundamental issue is he really doesn't like dogs, and he will bark and growl and try and bite and go for these dogs. So this is going to be not really working with the owners today, more focused on the dog, but just trying to find out where this behaviour is coming from and what's going on. But we've been doing some one-to-ones with them. We've done 2 sessions so far, and they're absolutely killing it. They're doing so well, because we worked on the basics, the walking. He used to pull like a steam train. He now walks lovely to heel. Rules and boundaries in the house, doing some place work, which is really good. They can now walk past the dog without a reaction, but today is going to be more interaction one-on-one with some dogs, and we'll see how he gets on. So follow me, if that doesn't sound too cliche. There's 2 options that we can do here. And it's worked every time we've done it before. The first one is to bring him in one by one and see how he gets on one by one. Or the second one is to bring 10 in at a time and almost just flood him and see how he gets on. I think we'll do the 10 at a time. Okay. Let's see how we get on.
Yeah, I think we should,
Yeah? Just to let him have a sniff around. George, can you hear me, or anyone?
Hello, Ollie.
We're going to do the flood, so can I have in here with me, can you and Charlie do it?
And leave Eddie in the doodah, in the black?
Who's inside?
Me and Holly.
Okay, that's fine, leave it, yeah. If you think it's all right, then do that. All the dogs that are on that list, obviously including Milo, plus Astro, and maybe plus another couple of others.
Do you want Big Boy, Maverick and Roscoe?
No, thank you. You have to relax. There was no aggression there, but he's way too hot. Like his intensity is just up here. Fine, so I'm gonna walk this way, and then I just want you to let it open, but walk like kind of back with them. That makes sense.
If I stay here,
Just control that energy to come in, yeah. Shh. Shh. The boy stands confident, but this is good. That's right, you can let him put pressure on, I don't mind it. Good. But you still have the tail is like that, ready. So there's a lot of tension here, and it can switch any moment. And what we're looking for is that stillness. As soon as I see that stillness from him, obviously I'm gonna go and interrupt. So just in that moment there, as Barry's walked away, bang, he's gone to bite Barry. And this is why we have the muzzle on, just for safety. There has to be a level of correction which correlates with the crime that's happened, that he's done. Everything that we do is never frustration or anger. It's calm confidence to the point. There's correction, then there was the follow through, which as you saw me go down. I now want to bring him out of this state. So I've got to watch here because Frank's there. So the pressure on the lead's a big, big thing. If I put pressure at the wrong time, bang, it's going to send him off. But I have complete trust in these dogs that they can control the situation and they won't react onto his reaction. So you see how he's controlling the whole situation here, Barry? Scoop. So this is, people may just see this and go, it's just a dog standing near a dog, but Ralph's giving all this, you can see him shaking, he's giving all this tension off, and Barry's come in with that calm, confident energy just to be like, you don't need to feel like that here. There's nothing you need to do. Just be a dog. He is our #1 dog for this. He's unbelievable. Now he relaxes, and the influence that he has and the rest of them have are going to pay onto this. There we go. Shh. That's really good. But he's always like this. So it's like he might go, he might not. But the more exposure he has, the better and better he's going to be. But obviously it's the right type of exposure.
Stop for about 2 seconds before a dog can go bam.
Come here.
Or Ross.
See how Roscoe's unsure? Roscoe's about quadruple the size of him, but the energy that Ralph's giving off doesn't really match with Roscoe.
Because Roscoe's a bigger dog, it's made, even though it's a little dog, it's made Roscoe feel unsure because of the energy that that dog was giving off. So although Roscoe's big in size, his personality might not be as confident as what other people think.
Have we got any other bomb-proof dogs in there? Bomb-proof, non-reactive.
Wes and Abby.
Do you want me to go in and look?
Yeah.
See that shake there? So I think I've said this, I'll say this in previous videos. The shake is a reset of a dog, so this is really heavy mental pressure for him. Stress, it's positive stress. But what happens is it's almost like a cup, it fills up, fills up, fills up, and then there has to be some sort of a release. So that shake is a release. The shake's actually a really good thing. It's showing that he can shake it off and start again, if that makes sense. Ralph. His problem is these dogs are really chill, but his problem is gonna be excitement. That's really nice. Smell is really, really good. This is a lovely group for him to just start to socialize with. This is what dogs, this is how it should be. And 100% these guys can get excited, but they're like this most of the time.
Move.
So Wes is full male, so that'll be a problem there. Jimbo, pick him up, pick him up.
Keep him out.
Good job, Wes.
Who do you think's alpha in that situation?
Yeah, little boy. You'll see is, notice how it's the smaller dogs. Yes, it was Barry once at the start, but it was Diesel, it was Frank, it was Wes. Shh. And just there was a fantastic decision from him. Diesel came straight up and he's looked and he's like, I can't do that. Because that consequence has been there for him in the back of his mind saying, well, if I do this, then this happens. I'm not looking for miracles here and I'm not looking for him to have a playmate or anything like that because he's nowhere near ready for that. But he needs to learn to coexist with his fellow canines. Ralph? Yes, good job, buddy. Everyone likes the roast dinner. No one likes to see how it's made. This is how it's made here. You see the corrections and you see the scuffles and you see the tension. And then at the end of it, where it's months and months and months and months of work, you see this lovely dog enjoying itself, having a good time with other dogs, but you don't get there, especially with a case that's pretty severe like Ralph. You have to go through these hard bits, which is half a second, to then get to the other side. And look, is he ever going to be that dog that they let off in the park and he runs wild with the other dogs? Probably not. But is he going to be able to walk past dogs, go up and meet them in the street and walk away, come to our daycare and boarding and have a good time? 100%. But we have to do this stuff first to then get there. And everything that is done is for the love of dogs, to help them, because he's not happy being like this. Imagine living your life with every single muscle in your body tense. And every time you meet someone, you're like, I'm gonna have a fight with you maybe. It's not a healthy way to live. Good boy, Ralph. Good job, buddy. Good job. He's doing all right. Yeah. He's raring to go though. So, shh, good job. But he's doing, he's with 15 dogs, so he's doing well. I'm not saying go and do this in the park and just let him off and see what happens, but we're taking a step in the right direction. This is gonna be a good test here. There. So did you see him lock on then? The ears, the eyes went, then the ears, then the tail started to go. So that's just me coming in and interrupting that behavior. But then this is the follow through. So I've corrected, and now that's the follow through here. And then when I see him give avoidance or give some space, then I can back up. Good. So all this shaking and stuff, people go, oh, the dog's shaking, blah, blah, blah. I almost like to see this because he's draining all that negative, shitty energy from him. And he'll shake like this, and he'll get up and he'll give a big shake, and then he'll be fine. But I like to see them go through this to then get to that. This is positive stress. There's something positive at the end of it's going to come out. Good. There. Good boy, Rusk. Good job, buddy. And he'll pick dogs. He'll be like, I don't really like you. You're okay. I don't really like this one. So it's not the smaller, weaker ones. He's definitely going to try and pick on because he's going to sense that they're weak and think he can get one up. So, and Roscoe's actually a really sensitive, regardless if he's 60 kilos, he's actually quite a sensitive dog. So this is not to, it's just so he can experience dogs. Can you just hold that? It's just so he can experience dogs off muzzle as well as on. So he's not like, oh, when the muzzle goes on, it's then time to meet dogs. I want him to, we're only gonna do 30 seconds like this, but just so he can be with dogs with this and with that. Otherwise he'll learn, like when it's off, I can do whatever I want. When it's on, I'm a bit more shut down. Because they don't understand what a muzzle is. They can't cognitively think and go, muzzle means I can't bite now. They just go, there's this weird thing on my face. So there is a level of suppression there if you don't properly muzzle train them, because they're thinking about the muzzle as well. Good. Good boy. Good. It's a good boy, Ralph. Ralph. Yes. Cool. It's not a proper session. It's just let's see how he is and get a feel for him, like on close dog interaction. Yeah. I think maybe if we keep this up once a week, just come along for an hour and we do some stuff like this. It's just going to break those barriers down bit by bit by bit. Always a pleasure.
It's the little dogs.
It's always a little, yeah, it seems to be the little ones. But I was really impressed with how he did with Milo. All right, guys, lovely to see you.
And you, yeah.
Pleasure. Good to see you, darling. So what you've just seen is Ralph, and you'll get a feel for it during the video. But he did well. There's definitely work that needs to be done, 100%. With him, it's structure in the home, structure outside on the walk, and then obviously the dog interaction there. The fuel of his aggression it's not an insecurity. I think it's I don't know what to do. I want to play with everyone, but my play turns into fight really, really quickly, and he takes that ratting instinct of the Lakeland, and he goes and just does it with dogs, and it just doesn't work like that. So eventually we'll get to where they want to be. I really don't doubt that, but it's going to be a slow road. But even that there, and just that social interaction of being with dogs and coexisting and understanding the rules and the power of the pack is such a big motive. So our pack influencing how he feels, we definitely got a step in the right direction of where we want to be. So stay tuned with that one to see where we end up with him. But the boys smashed it. The owners are doing really, really well with their homework, and we'll just see how we get on.